A steady stream of reinforcements had brought his strength up to 96,000.
Yo! History TV, Napoleonic Wars, let's
History
get in
March collaboration, supported by our sponsor, The Great Courses Plus. In December 1805, at the Battle of Austerlitz.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna be like talking while the video is playing at the same time. I want to know how you people like it. Like, do you like it whenever I pause, or do you like it if I like talk through? But I will be pausing because I'm gonna have a lot to say. If you've been watching my reactions, you know that I always have a lot to say. Let's continue.
Austerlitz. Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of the French, won a crushing victory against the joint forces of Austria and Russia. Napoleon now dominated Europe, able to hand out spoils as he saw fit. In February 1806, he sent an army led by Marshal Massena to overthrow the King of Naples, who dared to side with his enemies, and gave his throne to his own brother Joseph instead.
Dude, it's crazy to me how, like, I know Napoleon just basically went around Europe just giving his family like so many thrones, and I think he also, correct me if I'm wrong, he also was giving his marshals like basically rewards around Europe as well. I don't know too much about that, which is, you know, why I'm reacting to Napoleon. You know, I'm learning a lot. Like, before, when I first started reacting to Napoleon in chronological order, I didn't know too much, but now that I'm actually reacting to Napoleon in chronological order, thank you, Epic History TV, by the way, I'm actually learning a lot.
Another brother, Louis, was made King of Holland.
See?
His German allies, Bavaria
I was right.
and Württemberg, were elevated to the status of kingdoms, while Napoleon made himself protector of...
Wait. Elevated to the status of kingdom? What? What were they before? Duchy? How did that system work? Somebody explain that to me. I thought they were always kingdoms. What were they before? That's very interesting.
Of the Confederation of the Rhine, a new alliance of German states that would contribute 60,000 troops to his army.
I've heard this.
In recognition of the new reality, Emperor Francis of Austria formally dissolved the Holy Roman Empire, founded by Charlemagne 1,000 years before, but now...
You know, it's crazy to me how the Holy Roman Empire lasted 1,000 years. It's crazy. Like, think about it, 1,000 years. Okay? It is the year 2024. 1,000 years ago, it was the year 1014. Fam. Do you know how long that is? Like, think about how long that is, bro. Freaking hell, dude. Holy crap, 1,000 years. Why would he dissolve the Holy Roman Empire? Like, I know that he dissolved it because, you know, Napoleon basically like just made him realize it, but still, why didn't he keep it around? I don't understand. Like, maybe I'm using a bit of hindsight, you know, but Napoleon was defeated, right? You know? Then again, from his perspective, Napoleon did seem unstoppable. So, answer my questions in the comments. Okay, if you have something to say, say it. I read all of the comments, even if it's long, because some of you give me really long comments.
Without influence or purpose. Austria had been humiliated. France remained at war with Britain, Sweden, and Russia. But in the summer of 1806, all eyes were on Prussia.
Oh, ad, skip this ad.
Build custom industrial machine.
Damn.
The Prussian king, Frederick William III, regarded Napoleon with deep mistrust and had been about to join the coalition against him when news arrived of its disastrous defeat at Austerlitz.
Damn. Imagine if Prussia would have joined. Oof.
He was heavily influenced by his wife, the celebrated and popular Queen
I've heard of this.
Who detested France and Napoleon.
Queen consort, isn't that basically like... Queen consort is basically like saying like you're not like the queen. Like, I don't know what it means, but it's basically like you're not like queen, but you're like, whatever. Tell me what queen consort is, because like I kind of have an idea of what it means, but I don't know like what it means, you know?
He led the influential war party at the Prussian court.
Okay, I didn't know Prussia had a
head
party.
over Hanover, a German state which had belonged to British King George III, been occupied by the French, and given by Napoleon to Prussia as compensation for other territorial changes. Now, the Prussians learned that Napoleon had secretly offered to give Hanover back to Britain in exchange for peace.
That is hilarious. That is so hilarious. Oh my... That is actually so freaking hilarious. Holy crap. Alright, let's see what happens.
Frederick's advisors now persuaded him that war was the only honourable course.
How is war...
But Prussia then made a basic strategic blunder, sending an ultimatum to Napoleon without consulting its new allies in the Fourth Coalition.
This is the Fourth Coalition? The last time was the Third Coalition. He didn't do the Second Coalition, unfortunately. This is the fourth one. Okay, 1806. I gotta like remember this, man. Like I gotta remember this. If you haven't, check out my other Napoleon series, because I'm doing this in chronological order.
Their forces were too far away to help Prussia.
Yeah, man, look how far they are.
Now faced Napoleon's Grande Armée with just the small state of Saxony for support.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. This... he's facing the Grande Armée at its peak. Oh, that's even worse, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is gonna end bad. I can already see it. This is not gonna end well for him. Behind the fine facade, all was milled with. I hate these words.
In 1806, the Prussian army had a fearsome reputation that dated back 50 years to the reign of Frederick the Great.
Yeah. This is after the yeah. No, it makes sense. I thought Prussia got its fearsome reputation like after Napoleon win Bismarck. Okay, but I forgot that Frederick the Great and the whole 7 Years' War thing happened. Crazy how freaking Napoleon wasn't born yet, right? I don't think he was. Was he born? No, I don't think he was when the 7 Years' War happened.
Napoleon, a student of history, regarded it with respect. But Prussia's army had been allowed to rest on its laurels. Its generals were old. Its staff work hindered by bureaucracy and personal rivalries.
Yeah.
Movements ponderous and predictable. Prussian soldiers...
You know, it's crazy to me how Prussians don't exist anymore. Like, how in the world can Prussians just suddenly stop existing? Because after World War II, Prussia just completely ceased to exist, and Prussians don't... They don't exist. Like, I can always think about that. Like, how in the world does no one not have, like, Prussian, like, lineage in them? Like, that's, like, impossible, isn't it? Because Prussia was around, like, what? Prussia was around like 80 years ago, right? During World War II, right? Like East Prussia, you know, Prussians lived there. I like, they don't exist anymore. I guess people just don't identify as Prussian, I guess. I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy and it's kind of sad, you know?
However, could be relied on to fight with pride and determination.
Okay.
While Prussian cavalry was regarded as amongst the best in Europe. In October 1806, Napoleon invaded Saxony with an army of 166,000 men and 256 guns. Advancing in 3 columns, the French crossed the mountain forests of the Thuringerwald, along roads carefully reconnoitered by scouts and spies.
Literally means
Napoleon intended to threaten Leipzig and force a decisive battle with the Prussian army, which he believed was near Gera. The Prussians were, in fact, further west, concentrating near Erfurt, on the west bank of the river Saale.
Well, it feels like this is going to be crazy.
Brunswick had
It feels like this is gonna be crazy, man. Like, I want to hear what he's saying, but I also have stuff to say, so I'm gonna be like pausing because I want to like say stuff that I have to say. Okay, Duke of Brunswick. I've heard of this guy.
Threaten the flank of Napoleon's advance. But wrong-footed by the speed of the French, he now ordered a retreat north to find a new defensive line. On the 10th of October, at Saalfeld, Marshal Lannes' 5 Corps clashed with a Prussian advance guard commanded by Prince Louis Frederick, the king's cousin. The Prussian force was routed, and Prince Louis himself killed in combat.
Called it. Oh my gosh, dude. I've been watching way too much historical stuff. I mean, that's what my channel is about. But I've been reacting to so many historical stuff. And every time they always bring up, oh, this guy's the king, this guy's the prince, or this guy's the duke, or this guy's someone important. They always die. I just expect it at this point. Like, I'm just like, okay, yep. He's gonna die. And boom! Lo and behold, he dies.
With a quartermaster of the French 10th Hussars. 3 days later, Lannes made contact with a large Prussian force near Jena and sent news to Napoleon. The French emperor, believing he'd found the main Prussian army, rapidly issued orders for his corps to concentrate for battle at Jena. Bernadotte's 1 Corps and Davout's 3 Corps were to cross the Saale and fall on the Prussian flank from the north. But Napoleon was wrong.
Oh, Epic History zooming in. Everybody knows when Epic History TV zooms in, that's when it gets real.
Lannes faced a 35,000-strong Prussian rearguard, commanded by General Hohenlohe. The main Prussian army, 52,000 men under the Duke of Brunswick, was further north, moving straight into the path of Davout's 3 Corps.
Ooh! Skip this part, by the way. This is gonna be good. I can see in warfare there is one but favorable moment. The great art is the season. Oh, this is a quote from Napoleon. Okay.
The Battle of Jena began at 6:30 a.m. on the 14th of October in thick fog.
It's always in thick fog, I swear.
Marshal Lannes' 5 Corps already had a toehold on the plateau west of the town and river. His first task was to drive back the Prussians and win room for the rest of the French army, arriving by the hour to deploy.
All right, let's see.
His infantry led the way, and fierce fighting broke out for the villages of Cospeda, Closewitz, and Lützeroda. Meanwhile,
some of my viewers that watched my chronological order series previously told me that it gets even more crazier and crazier. So, you know, I don't want to call anything yet, but I really hope that this does indeed get crazy, like they say. So, let's see.
While Augereau's 7 Corps advanced through a ravine, emerging onto the plateau on Lannes' left flank.
I finally know how to pronounce his name. Somebody in my previous reaction told me how to pronounce his name. Not only that, but I've been like listening to his name over and over and over. I'm like, Augereau. It sounds like a Japanese name the more I listen to it. But finally, I remember his name. I remember Masana, Augereau, Lannes. Like, it's the names, dude. Like, I'm trying to remember these names because I hear that they're important, but they're names, dude. Oh, help me in the comments.
While Soult's 4 Corps climbed steep tracks to form on his right.
Okay.
Napoleon joined Lannes in the center of the battlefield, organizing a 25-gun battery to support the attack on Vierzehnheiligen.
Okay, Napoleon, were you right there with your troops?
Won, but then lost to a determined Prussian counterattack.
Okay, Prussia. Okay.
On the right, around 10 a.m., Soult's infantry secured Clausewitz,
Okay.
but was counterattacked on its right flank near Rödingen.
Ooh.
A decisive charge by Soult's light cavalry drove off the Prussians, routing their
I swear, it's always a cavalry charge, man.
infantry and capturing 2 enemy colours. As 6 Corps began to arrive on the plateau, its fearless but impetuous commander, Marshal Ney, ignored orders and dived into the fighting around Wetzenheiligen, becoming briefly cut off by a Prussian counterattack, but having to be rescued by Gulf cavalry.
Ooh, too close, Ney. Too close, Ney. I gotta remember that. I just remember him. Nay. That's an easy name to remember. But come on, Marshal Ney, you got to do better than that, man. You could have gotten killed.
General Hohenlohe was expecting the arrival of 15,000 more troops under
Damn.
General Ruchel at any moment. Until then, he remained largely inactive, shoring up his line and ordering limited counterattacks.
This is
But he
interesting.
had run out of time. Napoleon had begun the day with just 25,000 men. By
Okay.
12:30, a steady stream of reinforcements had brought his strength up to 96,000.
Yo! Oh, it's GG. GG. That's GG. That's it. This is over. Oh, damn. Golly, fam. That's it, man. That's it. No, I already see the writing on the wall. Oh, let's continue.
As the Emperor rode past the Imperial Guard, one young soldier, eager to be sent into action, called out, "Forward!" Napoleon stopped and demanded to know who had spoken, then rebuked the soldier as a beardless youth who ought not to offer advice until he too had commanded in 30 battles.
Oh, Napoleon's scolding him. Oh my gosh, Napoleon's being a parent now. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I love you, Epic History TV, for including that, man. Oh my gosh, man. No, that's actually so great, man.
But the moment had arrived. Although
Okay.
the Guard, to its frustration, remained in reserve, the other French corps were ordered forward in a general attack. The Prussian army began to give ground. At first it kept its discipline, but then
Okay.
disintegrated into a general rout.
Damn.
Murat's cavalry were launched in pursuit,
Murat!
riding down and sabering hundreds of
Ultra Giga Chad Murat, flamboyant cavalry commander.
fleeing Prussians.
Damn,
General
he's just tearing them
Ruchel's
apart.
2 divisions finally arrived at the worst possible moment. They briefly held up 5 Corps' advance, but were soon outflanked, broken up by cannon fire, and charged down by French cuirassiers.
Oof, man.
Never underestimate the
Oh, buddy, hell, skip this part.
power of kindness. But of course, not the
Meanwhile, 12 miles to the north, near Auerstedt, Marshal Davout was marching southwest, expecting to fall on the Prussian left wing at Jena. Instead,
Ooh.
he encountered the Duke of Brunswick's main Prussian army, heading north to take up new positions.
This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be
Davout's
crazy. This is gonna be crazy, isn't it? Let's see. We got 6 minutes left. Okay, so I'm expecting this to be crazy.
Corps, 27,000 men and 48 guns, was about to face odds of 2-1. While Bernadotte's 1 Corps, which had orders to support Davout, was nowhere to be seen. Davout, nicknamed the Iron Marshal, showed no signs of alarm. He formed his first division
Iron Marshal,
into a defensive line centered on the village of Hassenhausen. His infantry forming squares to repel a series of cavalry charges by General Blücher's advance guard.
Damn.
His other 2 infantry divisions arrived to strengthen the line, standing firm in the face of repeated
Ooh! Now this is hype, man. This is how you're outnumbered 2-1 and you're standing your ground, man. No, that's truly epic, man. It truly puts the epic in epic history.
Attacks. But Prussian movements were slow and poorly coordinated. Nor did they use their numerical advantage to try and outflank Davout.
Weird. Why didn't they do that?
The Duke of Brunswick was shot through the eyes, a wound that proved fatal.
What? 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 Eyes? How in the hell do you get shot through your eyes? His eyes? Nah, man. Nah, that has to be painful. That has to be painful. Oh my god, I'm like imagining that because once you hit your eyes, your brain is right there, so he's probably dead. But no way, he felt that. Because when you shoot someone through the head, they don't really feel it because a bullet, like, number one, your brain can't feel pain. I know it's weird, but your brain cannot feel pain. On the skull, by the time the bullet hits the skull, hits your brain splats, right? It splats. So the brain doesn't have enough time to send out sensors to that spot that got hit because by the time it's just flat, Most of the time, it depends. Maybe, bullets back then were different. But still, your brain can't feel pain, and usually by the time it gets hit through there, you're dead. So, painless. But your eyes, dude... Your eyes, it has to go through your eye first and then your brain. He felt that. He has to have felt that, man. Damn, that is so bloody well crazy.
King Frederick William himself took command. Several Prussian units remained uncommitted, but the king, convinced he faced the main French army under Napoleon, dithered. Around 12:15, Marshal Davout counterattacked. Prussian army turned and fled. Davout had won a stunning victory against the odds, but at a heavy price. His corps suffered 25% casualties. One man...
Ooh! He still won though, so GG.
Man in 4 killed or wounded, while inflicting twice as many losses on the Prussians. When news reached Napoleon that Marshal Davout had engaged and defeated the main Prussian army, he reacted first with disbelief, then heaped praise upon the Iron Marshal, later awarding him the title Duke of Auerstedt. Marshal Bernadotte, in contrast, was nearly court-martialed for failing to support Davout. Napoleon's army began a masterful pursuit of the...
Damn. Oh, these marshals are something else, man. Definitely gotta try and remember these names. So the last one was Marshal Bernadotte and Marshal Louis. I'm loving these guys, man.
Beaten Prussians, giving them no time to regather their strength. 2 weeks after the twin battles of Jena-Auerstedt, Napoleon's troops, led by Davout's heroic 3 Corps, entered Berlin. The next day, General Hohenlohe surrendered at Prenzlau.
Damn.
At Lübeck,
steamrolling
General
them.
Blücher
Steamrolling.
and 20,000 Prussians were driven out of the city in heavy fighting and forced to surrender.
Oof.
while 25,000 Prussians
It's all just falling apart. Literally, like, it's all just falling apart, man. Fourth coalition? This isn't even a freaking fourth coalition, man.
besieged at Magdeburg surrendered to Marshal Ney.
Marshal Ney!
Russia's army had been devastated by a Napoleonic blitzkrieg. In just 33 days, Prussia had lost 20,000 dead, 140,000 prisoners, 800 guns, and
Dude, that's literally half of the population of Barbados. The population of my country, Barbados, is at 280,000 people. I can't imagine, like, that many prisoners, man. Yo, that is a lot of people. A lot more than you think, okay? Like, yes, we live on an island with 280,000 people, but that is a lot more people than you think. Okay? Trust me. Like, everyone somewhat knows everyone down there-ish, but it's a lot of people to the point where you don't know everyone down there. So, but like stuff like news and whatnot, like, you know, that type of stuff, if you get put on the news, everyone in the country knows who you are. Okay, so don't do bad stuff down there.
250 standards. It was a
250
humiliation
standards.
that proud Prussians like General Blücher would neither forget nor forgive.
Oh, vengeance. Isn't it Blücher, not Blücher? It's Blücher. Because I know the German U umlaut, it has like the pronunciation of how we pronounce the word blue, like the U-E. I know that in English, we pronounce umlauts in English as well, but most people don't know that. But English doesn't have the umlaut letters in its alphabet, so people often have to like improvise. I know that the U umlaut, you know, the U with the two dots, is usually like substituted by U and E, like in the word blue. So I'm pretty sure he's pronouncing it wrong. Blücher. I don't know German, alright? Maybe, but I thought it was Blücher. Like Blücher. I don't know, man. Anyway, let's continue.
Unlike Saxony, King Frederick William refused to make peace with Napoleon. He continued to hold out in East Prussia, trusting in the approaching Russian armies to rescue his kingdom.
Okay, not giving up.
Despite another glorious victory for Napoleon and the Grande Armée, the war was not won yet.
Not even close.
Napoleon Bonaparte was one of the greatest military commanders of all time. But who were some of the worst? Find out.
Is that the end? That's the end, man. Thank you for watching the video. Check out these videos approaching on your screen. Subscribe if you want to continue with me reacting to Napoleonic Wars in chronological order. I very much enjoy this stuff. Tell me other videos and other series that you will love for me to react to, because I do enjoy doing this stuff, man. Yeah, man. If you haven't checked out my other reactions, man, check out my other reactions, and thank you for watching it, and goodbye.